Welcome to Echo Study. This is the Discord leaks. After the Rachel and Emily event, the side characterization of many people in Girl World, and the incredible master classes in psychology, physiology, and sociology given to us by Rachel, the inner circle of our side character world seems to have cracked from the pressure. Here we cover the 24-hour news cycle through the echoes of other creators, the reverberations that ripple through the comment sections of Reddit and live streams. This has become less of a timeline now and more of a soundscape, every creator shouting over the next, each claiming the moral high ground, while standing knee-deep in the same swamp. The leaks. Oh Lordy, It's Jordy released a video from a year ago of Emily and Amber fighting. I believe this was the first diversion tactic. Jordy has been collecting things to release for the 12 days of Temis. I think he has more information that will be leaked shortly if it hasn't already been leaked through the cracks in the side character verse. This video highlights the bad behavior of Emily and Amber. It makes both of them look a mess, and I'm sure fueled the fire of their weird love-hate relationship with each other. At this time, Amber is still stating she wants to be single forever, and that is an indicator for her that she is still obsessing about the person she was previously with. Emily, having a weird fixation on humiliating her partner and or herself, seems to be eating this up.
Currency corruption, or let them eat cake optics. All because he loves us.
Wallowing in the drama, and I am sure offering more tea for money behind the scenes. Smaller channels. Watch yourself. She looms in the darkness like a folklore, but she is real, scary, and will DoorDash you snacks. Something I've noticed is a lot of creators link all of these leaks to Rarity going missing, how it sets the scene before, during, or after the time Rarity went missing. I do believe this is the most important thing to most of us, maybe even the most important thing to the creator side characters, since they know the amount of money they can make from a video regarding the truth about Rarity. I have spent countless hours trying to figure out what happened to Rarity on the internet. A lot of us have watched her since she was a kitten and are way bigger fans of Rarity, Twinkie, Wasabi, and even now Romeo than we will ever be of Amber. So besides all of the love and focus on the animals, I believe people love a mystery, especially a grim one. I do think Emily has something to do with Rarity's disappearance. She is covering Amber's ass in some way. I just can't tell how yet.
Oh! No! No!
And I believe it's not because she loves Amber, but because she is covering her own ass too. At the very least, in all of these messages that were leaked, we can see that there was no urgency about finding Rarity because I believe the cats were outside on the deck more often than they would ever admit, because a lot of us would see that as neglect, especially with Rarity not having a chip.
Some sad news in the Amberverse tonight. Rarity is missing. Goose or Us on Instagram found this post on Facebook. It was posted to a group called Lost Cats of Wisconsin. I did blur out the address because it may be Amber's personal address, but Goose or Us has it unblurred on their page for anyone that may find her and wants to return her. Unfortunately, it also says that Rarity is not wearing a collar.
So I'm bringing all of this up because I think a lot of this centers around people trying to uncover what really happened to Rarity, or to get a video from the security cameras regarding the Rarity issue. Could the cameras have had no battery in it? I don't really know. And if we all believe Emily is as bad as we think she is, I don't think she would have let the batteries go out in the camera. I bet that there's footage of this, and there's footage of a lot of things.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
And she's not releasing it because there was no urgency. She didn't have any urgency. Amber didn't have any urgency. When Amber texted Emily and said, "Come home, Rarity's missing," Emily said, "I'm scared to come home." And then Amber said, "I'll leave you alone and you can go to bed." I do believe she was using that situation as leverage to get Emily home, but not in the way people think. Amber is incapable of doing anything for herself, and her partners know that. So if she needs something done for her, she expects the people around her to rush home or make themselves available. It wasn't like, come home urgently, and help me find the cat. It was like, come home because I'm unable to do these things, and you're going to have to do them eventually. I know I am speculating and have been for a little minute here, but I believe Emily came home, laid down and went to bed, and they did not try to search for the cat until days later. The internet never forgets, especially regarding things with animals. So back to the side characters. Rachel, in her own strange humiliation ceremony, has made another video about Emily and Amber. Then Jawbone released the now infamous audio of Emily talking about the way Amber handles herself in the bathroom.
She didn't ever wash her hands after going to the bathroom, but she used the fucking washcloth.
Studio Deets followed Jawbone's video with her own, kind of highlighting the history of Wipegate.
Absolutely disgusting, by the way.
Even our own Herodotus himself came out to make a video.
Insecurities about your flaws when it comes to morality. Perhaps this is uncovering something for you in the way that you feel about your morality and the right and wrong behaviors you participate in on the internet. But I will say, Girl World has a spectrum of tolerance for what is generally interpreted as morally acceptable. And I agree that there are many people in this quarter of the internet who really don't share my morals or values. But the reality is that morality has long been used as a rightful reason for people to not like Amberlynn and Chantal. It's been used time and time again to criticize them and their behaviors. I think we all generally agree that both of them are morally deplorable in the ways that they treat the other people in their lives and the animals in their lives. And
I thought this was incredible considering the moral high horse I was on in my last video. I annoyed myself and many other people. This is Girl World, and the moral line is almost invisible, right? But I think we could make it more visible by not paying for things. We can cover things and not pay people. That's what I have an issue with. The journalistic integrity of this community is non-existent. Zachary Michael came out and covered all the channels we all just unsubbed to, or maybe we had never subbed to them to begin with, giving all of us an early Thanksgiving treat.
Khan has lost 5,000. It absolutely could be an indicator that you're not alone in thinking these things. Over the last 2 weeks, Rachel's lost 11,000 subscribers, Hecticon lost 5,000 subscribers, Jawbone's lost 570 subscribers, and Studio Deets lost 1.3 thousand subscribers. And trust, plenty of people wanted to bring up my need to return to this type of content for views, but I promise you I pay my bills are paid, with or without this drama.
In a screenshot, so I think that's really fucking poor, to be honest, if I'm being honest about it. If these screenshots get shared by another party and that word is not blanked out, I am going to be absolutely fucking livid, because that covered up word there is a very private, very personal thing that I do in my spare time, and if that gets out because some person doesn't know how to edit a screenshot, I am going to be, or how to respect somebody else's genuinely private matters that have got nothing to do with the internet, I will be absolutely livid.
I believe this says Bristol, the town. I think this makes the most sense within the sentence. I saw this on Reddit. I agree with it. This is currently the other great mystery of Girl World. Rachel herself, being a side character tilting towards a lolcow, brought this up for some reason, showed the message with the word crossed out, and said she will be mad if anybody else releases it. It has become the Wordle of the community. She has no common internet sense, moral compass, or dignity. Comment below what you think the word is. So because of all of the cracks, the leaks are flowing out. Everyone is trying to one-up each other and make the most money, create the most diversions, and win the viewer back. We are a community that doesn't forget things, and we don't let things go. Salty Crab was in the Discord, but seems to have stayed quiet at a lot of the time, she said. And she said because she knew there was viewers in there, it was going to be bad. This might be the first big crack, since a viewer seems to have released the Discord leaks, but Miss Crab took the heat. Crab seems to think Rachel and Emily did have some kind of romantic relationship.
What the hell? What the hell?
I believe that is why she got ahead of Emily, who I think loves to blackmail people. To say in the Discord, I flirted to get tea, Emily was trying to get ahead of everything. I think Emily could be the Ted Bundy of the feeders, and maybe they are super charming. She sounds semi-normal in a way that actually really scared me, and the feeder horror story arc of this season needs to end. Halloween is over. All right, so then Dietz made a video about the leaks, but she didn't talk about where any of it came from, even though it came from Jawbone. Rachel is currently being defended by the large creators, but I believe it's only a matter of time before Snowflake and Jordy turn on her. I would bet Rachel's AdSense money she was going to give Emily that we will get the flirting video between Rachel and Emily and the smoking video and other videos, I bet. I don't want to know. I don't want to see them. It's so funny to me that Rachel couldn't hold it together in a community that is so lax on morality, and she somehow crossed the line so far and then continues to cross it by making more videos about the same situation. Is Rachel willing to pay Emily to make this content go away if it exists? If Emily is still released it, could she even sue Rachel from over the pond? Tammy was laughed out of her legal cases and might have hurt the leverage of the idea of suing anyone for a while. That's why Amber Lynn has been so smug. The side characterization event, I believe, could be the start of season 7, and we just don't know it yet. So, to wrap it up, we see a myriad of lukewarm information that was procured at the risk of these entire channels. The friendships they formed seem to be very based on money and or sharing information, and this is a breeding ground for deceit. In the end, every leak, every blurred screenshot, every Discord thread folds back into the same noise. The echo chamber hums and hums. It's pretending to be revelation. Maybe the only thing left to study isn't who leaked what, but why we keep listening for the echoes of people who already said too much. This is Echo Study. Like and subscribe for more mess.